It's fair to say Karens are among the most irritating and entitled people to deal with, but what happens when they break the law? Here are two mind-blowing cases where dumb Karens think they're above the law.
We're gonna sue the state of Claremont County.
But tonight you won't be.
No, it's good because I'm not operating the vehicle, I'm not driving the vehicle, and we're all good.
Starting off with this woman whose name wasn't released for privacy concerns, but we'll call her Karen, who on April 6th, 2023 was stopped because someone made a report claiming a white SUV was driving on the road with heavy damage. Once a deputy approaches the SUV with Karen inside, we can see how she appears to be on her phone with someone, but if we look closely to her phone screen, she seems to be on Google and not on call with anyone at all. And although she only tells the officer she got into a little accident and she's not responsible, the officer reveals that she hit something bigger than we could have all imagined.
Who are you talking to?
AAA. I live in the neighborhood. I'm good. We're all good here.
No, it's not good.
No, it's good because I'm not operating the vehicle, I'm not driving the vehicle, and we're all good.
No, you are operating the vehicle, man.
No, I'm not.
You drove into a house.
No, I didn't.
You did. Actually. You did. So...
Excuse me, I'll call you back.
Well, you're on Google, so it's... So, you are in possession of the vehicle, you were driving the vehicle, you drove into somebody's house.
Which house?
One down here on Newtown Road. So how much have you had to drink tonight?
On Newtown Road? Which
Right.
house on Newtown Road?
Was there another one you hit?
No, there was no house I hit on Newtown Road.
With Karen's demanding tone, she continues to deny hitting a home nearby, but as the officer scans the vehicle, other than the huge damage done to the front, he notices some lumbar stuck in the front of the SUV, which would have came from the house or the guardrail she hit earlier. With that, the officer decides it's now time to get her out of the car, but Karen thinks otherwise.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and step out of the car.
No, I'm not gonna step out of the car.
Ma'am, you need to step out of the vehicle.
So on Newtown Road.
Regardless,
what's the
let's get
house?
past that right now. You've hit a number of things. Okay, you went off the road, you hit a guardrail, you've got parts of the guardrail stuck in your grill. Okay?
I want to talk about the house.
Alright, get out of the car.
No, I'm not going to get out of the car.
Ma'am, you need to step out of the car. Okay?
No, I want you
Miss
to talk
Peeler,
about.
Miss Peeler, why don't you go ahead and get out of the vehicle, okay?
I just want to talk about the house that you're talking about.
Okay. So you're saying you did not hit that house?
I just want to talk
Just the
about
guardrail.
house.
Okay, talk about it. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you say about the house that I hit.
There is a house that got hit by something heavy, a white car, a white
I was
SUV.
not in a white car that hit
You're
a
not in a
house
white
because
SUV?
I wasn't near a house that hit a car.
Okay, so yeah, the house didn't hit the car hit the house.
We can clearly see here that Karen is messing up her play on words and doesn't seem to be fully there based off of her behavior, which means that she's most likely intoxicated, and with her being in that state, she continues to argue with the deputy until his patience eventually runs thin and things begin to get heated very quickly.
You fled the scene of an accident.
Observed was a white SUV.
Okay.
But I
No.
want to understand
Okay, so you
what that
crashed
means.
your vehicle and you fled the scene of an accident.
No, I didn't flee.
If you leave the scene of an accident,
I want
then
to
that is
understand.
fleeing. That's why I'm explaining it to
I
you.
want to understand what you think that I did with that.
There's pieces of the guardrail in your
Okay,
grill.
But that doesn't matter. What
It
does
does
that
matter.
mean when
That is not your property, right? The guardrail is not your property. You crashed
but
your
I
car
want to
into it.
understand what we're talking about.
That's what I
When
keep telling you.
say what I
Okay.
did.
Ma'am, step out. Step out of the car.
No, I'm not going to
Okay,
step out
come
of
on
the
out.
car.
Come on out.
No, no.
Ma'am, come out of the... I said step out.
Serious?
I said step out. Step out of the car. You are under arrest.
No, I don't think we need to do this.
I got it.
Well, you think wrong.
I got it.
Okay, I'm going to put on my
Which-
shoes. It's okay.
Which I asked you several times.
okay.
You
it's
refused to
okay.
comply.
It's okay.
Okay.
Now,
It's
it didn't
okay.
have to go
No.
that way, did it?
Not only did it take force and work for the officer to get her out of the car, it gets even worse trying to get her in the police car since she somehow still thinks she hasn't done anything wrong.
First step
I
out of the vehicle.
wasn't
You
doing
refused to do
anything.
it. Good. Have a seat. You're driving while impaired is what you're doing.
No, I
But go ahead and
wasn't
step in.
driving.
Sit down. Sit
I
down.
wasn't driving
Ma'am,
when
sit
you.
down. Sit down.
Please,
Ma'am.
y'all. Come on.
Right now, you're detained. Okay.
Can you please uncuff
No,
me?
you are going to remain cuffed.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Why?
absolutely is
I haven't
ridiculous.
done anything.
Move your leg, ma'am. Okay. Move your leg, ma'am. Okay. You're being completely
Oh my
uncooperative.
God. No.
Dude, if I didn't shut it so quick, she's gonna spring back out of there.
To think she hit several things while driving, including a house, because of how intoxicated she was and didn't consider the consequences. Not only did she get arrested, but she wasted the officer's time and continued to act delusional, claiming she wasn't the one driving and wasn't responsible.
But I don't think that there was anything that you saw that I did illegally. There was nothing that you saw. No.
Well, let's start off with physical control
Yeah. No.
for starters.
My car was stopped. You didn't see me driving it.
On the roadway. Yeah, and you were behind the wheel. It's called physical control. Yeah.
Not behind the wheel. It was stopped.
Oh, you weren't behind the wheel, so you didn't try to grab the steering wheel and we didn't have to drag you out, right?
I wasn't
Okay,
driving.
well, you stick to your story, I'll stick to mine, and we'll go from there.
Karen was later taken to the station and was charged with resisting arrest and obstructing official business. The case is currently still ongoing. But if you thought this was bad, you definitely don't know the story of this woman whose name again wasn't released due to privacy concerns, but we'll call her Shauna, who on January 17th, 2022 at midnight was stopped by officers for going 52 in a 35 zone. Upon arrival, the officers asked for identification, and the response from Shauna was something you would never imagine hearing in a million years.
Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Well, before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge, all this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you
You
do.
do not.
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
Am I have I done a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle, or I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
Shauna claims she knows her rights and doesn't need a driver's license to drive a car since she's not driving a commercial vehicle, but little does she know that she's actually completely wrong.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the
You need
vehicle
to
right
get a
now.
supervisor out
Young
here
lady,
right
step
now.
out the
I know
vehicle.
my rights.
Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask, and then I'm gonna make you step out the
You're
vehicle.
going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're gonna step out the vehicle right
You
now.
are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay.
Continue 1025.
So just hold it for me and go and give me the channel.
You need to get a supervisor out here
Our channel 1 will be 1033.
that can educate you on what the law is.
Okay.
After going back and forth with the officer, the supervisor Shauna requested appears and things start to escalate faster than she can handle.
Our
Are you
license.
the
She's doing
supervisor?
58.
Okay, I
And
do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first, then I'll speak to you.
Her vehicle stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that it's before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said any reason why we're driving this fast, and I say you got your license. She immediately goes into I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And then she said I am traveling.
Okay. So, you do need a license to drive a vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural law.
I don't care about common law.
constitutional
You're in the
I
state
know
of
that
Florida.
You don't.
You're in the
You're
state of
Canada
Florida.
law.
You're in the state of
It
Florida.
doesn't matter in what state
It does
I'm in.
matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle.
You're going to get out of the car.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being illegally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being
This is a Terry
cooperative.
stop.
It is not a Terry stop.
What
Trust
crime
me,
am
I know the
committing?
difference. You were speeding.
Speeding
Turn the
is a
vehicle
crime.
off and get out of the car. Out of the car now. Undo the
Let me
seatbelt.
turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Officer Schaefer, unbuckle her. So that's it.
Put all that down.
Step out, turn around, face away from me. Turn around, face away
Turn
from me.
around.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
Have a seat.
I need to call.
Have a seat.
I need to call somebody. Yes, I do.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail.
Excuse me?
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail, you're under arrest.
Seeing what happened, it appears that Shauna needs to go back to driver's ed to learn about the laws revolved around driving. Shortly after, Shauna was confronted, and let's just say hiding her driver's license wasn't the only thing she was hiding from the cops.
You failed to appear on a court appearance for, what was it, expired license? So your Mississippi driver's license is expired.
And for the registration.
Okay, and the registration. So you had a court date that you missed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir. I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County. So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
you're in Santa Rosa County.
Even after being discovered that she had a warrant out for her arrest, she continues lying, saying she didn't know. That, along with not knowing what county she lives in, raised some big alarms for the officer, and later even more of her secrets begin to get exposed.
Okay,
You're not
but
the
then you
first
would know
one.
it's not garbage.
You're not the first person I've run across that thinks this way.
Yeah, I know.
And
We're
those
a
those
problem right
those
now.
other people went to jail too.
Good. You know.
It's not
It
good.
doesn't change
It shouldn't
the fact
happen.
that I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I do not. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm not driving people around. I'm traveling. That is considered a part of my home. And I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
I suppose you don't have to have a registration either.
No.
Your tag's expired.
Okay. You know who I am. You run my tag.
So here's what I am curious about. Because you're right, I do want to know more. Is that your car?
Yes, that's my
So
car.
you're the registered owner of that car.
Yes.
So at one point it had a valid tag and registration.
Right. Because if I rode around without any tag, that would just be asking for trouble.
So instead you're okay just riding around with an illegal expired tag.
It's not illegal.
So you're basically masking the fact that you don't believe the laws apply to you. And
I
so-
have to do whatever I have, run through these hoops that y'all put us through just to get by.
You mean these? Yes. Where's the gun in the car?
The gun? There's no gun in the car.
There seems to be ammo.
The gun's in a pawn shop
When did you pawn it?
like 2 months ago.
So why are you still just carrying around ammo?
I didn't know that ammo was in there. What's wrong with carrying around ammo? What can I do
Nothing.
without a gun?
Nothing. All right, is wrong with it. But if there's ammo, normally there's a gun. And since the vehicle's being towed, we want to keep the gun in safekeeping.
After finding ammo in her car, officers begin searching the car even more thoroughly and find a white substance enclosed in a plastic baggie, which later tested positive for blow. Shauna was taken to the station and was charged with possession of cocaine, a DUI, and operating a motor vehicle without a license. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for future content, like the video, and comment down below which current incident was worse.